Hey, it's Hugo, and you know I love pixels. Today, I'm taking a look at a 4K monitor from Philips, the BDM4065UC to be precise. It's a 40-inch 4K panel and it's beautiful. It has thin bezels, loads of pixels and plenty of desktop real estate. Before I purchased the Area 51 gaming PC, I knew that if I was going to get a noticeable night and day change from console gaming, I would have to play at 4K 60 frames. I was right. This particular setup gave me an immersive, crispy gaming experience. I will add that even though I'm reviewing this monitor as a gamer, the productivity side of things can't be overlooked, and that's why I've recommended it to several product and visual designers who really benefit from having several programs open at one time, increasing workflow. On the right side, it has an on-off power switch that cuts off the display completely, which means its standby feature is activated by lack of activity from the inputs, which sends it to sleep. Speaking of inputs, it comes equipped with a HDMI, DisplayPort, mini DisplayPort, HDMI with MHL, audio inputs and a D-sub port, even though I know most people won't use the D-sub port. One of my favourite features is the USB 3 hub, which contains 4 USB ports on the rear, as well as something I hadn't seen before was Philips provided a HDMI, HDMI MHL, DisplayPort and VGA cables, so I was good to go straight out of the box. Back to gaming, this monitor really brings the goods. Its VA panel allows for good contrast, deep blacks and a fast response time, as well as having a 60Hz refresh rate. It has no backlight bleed, which is amazing and really helps when gaming in dark rooms. It has great viewing angles with very little colour shifting, which really helps as the stand sadly has no points of adjustment. I wouldn't recommend playing games at 1080 because stretched across 40 inches on a desk shows pixelation, so as long as you have the GPU compute power, playing at 2K or 4K is a true next-gen experience. Its menu interface is probably my least favourite feature, as across my desk the D-pad located on the bottom right side is hard to use as it's rear facing along with the interface being a little plain, but it does the job. One thing to note is it doesn't come equipped for 60Hz refresh out of the box, and you will have to change it from 30 to 60 via this menu. When you get this monitor out of the box, it has a nice preset colour option. The brightness is however set to max, and in the early days of having this monitor I found the intensity of max brightness gave me headaches. I've since lowered the brightness to 45% and I can now game for hours. I've used this monitor with both Mac and PC, and I have to say I found the Mac experience was better for productivity. With its superior scaling, I was able to get more programs open at once with zero distortion. On PC, it's very good, but I found some programs didn't scale very well, either text being too small, distorted, as well as clunky interfaces on older applications. When planning my setup, I wanted an immersive gaming experience, so I'd either have to get multiple monitors or a single, big, higher pixel density monitor. Personally, going with a single monitor has worked out better for me, as the black bezel bars from a multi-monitor setup would distract from the immersive experience, plus cost and power consumption would have been greater, so I'd always recommend a single display over a multi-monitor one, no matter how cool 3 screens look. I've had this monitor for over 5 months now, and I'm truly in love with it. If anything, it's ruined other monitors because I find it hard to go back to smaller screens. That leads me on to my next point. This gargantuan screen is 40 inches across, so you really have to make sure you have the desk space as well as the space for a speaker setup, because although the monitor does come equipped with 2 7-watt speakers, they really are very good, and any aftermarket option will be better. Regarding the gaming experience, it's everything I hoped for. I was worried a panel this big would show some signs of lag, especially ghosting with crosshairs in first-person shooters, but it's really gone above and beyond my expectations, as well as giving me true immersion in-game. This is my first 4K experience, and it's really lived up to the hype. Not only do I game and edit on this monitor, I've even started watching movies, which has made this an all-round multimedia powerhouse, and I couldn't be happier. If anyone has any questions about this monitor, please drop a comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.